Morning, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earthwatch on Monday, February 2023 on our planet. Hope you're all swell and well. How many of you have gotten on a train or a plane? Do you get on the train never having seen the engineer, knowing absolutely nothing about him? Not seeing his training certificates or academic certificates? Of course you do. You blindly accept that he knows what he's doing and he's talking about. You entrust your safety to him, the safety of your family. Same thing when you get on a plane. Unfortunately, on some planes, the pilots will intentionally put the plane into a nosedive and kill everybody. Remember that Chinese airline not too long ago, a year ago? And other examples. But you just accept it. You don't see the engineer way far ahead, and you don't see the captain locked behind that door. You accept that he knows what he's doing. However, when it comes to posting someone else's videos on my YouTube, if I have found either one to be a scam artist, a fraud, a liar, a con man, I will not contaminate any of my platforms. The same goes to anybody I find highly suspicious. I will not post his information and videos on my platforms. Now, people, please don't accept somebody's individual unsupported data and information, reporting suppositions, unless he can provide either some credentials in the field in which he studies, or give you a link to a professional that has peer-reviewed his study. Now, yes, many of us are doing what we're doing because it's our passion. It's our interest, it's our passion, it's our dedication. It's my passion and dedication because I recognize the timeline we are going on to. It's been my passion and dedication morning, afternoon, and night. And I bring it all to you free without fear porn and lies. Now, the apocalypse-flavored pseudoscience, filled with word salad, fancy words, ramblings as absolute truth, without providing any clarification and with zero academic standing, period. In the field of astrophysics and solar physics, but yet projecting someone self as some charismatic internet god. And what I say is truth, and don't you dare think otherwise. Unfortunately, many people, his minions, follow him like such a god. So I'm asking for your help, folks. Please, anybody, can somebody please give me the links, direct links to Mr. Ben Davidson's Suspicious Observers peer-reviewed papers and the names of any co-authors on those peer-reviewed papers and the names and the list of their credentials and the names of the persons who are doing these peer reviews, who has to be far superior in knowledge and credentials. Peer-reviewed papers in the field of astrophysics and solar physics. I'm not talking about being some clerk in the legal system or whatever. I'm not talking about a bachelor's degree in economics. That's got nothing to do with astrophysics, solar physics. I'm not talking about being a golf champion. Gene Barry Beards once said he did cooking videos. That doesn't mean shit. So someone please give me the links. I like to read those peer-reviewed papers in the field of astrophysics and solar physics. Second, can someone please give me the direct link to the states and the school board districts that are using Ben Davidson's textbooks in their teaching curriculum? I like to read one of these books. I found one on Amazon. What was it called? Weatherman's Guide to the Sun. Paperback, used, $299.95. A paperback book for $300? Are you freaking serious? So just tell me what state, what district, whatever. I'm curious. As a former teaching curriculum. Now, 2 days ago, Mr. Ben Davidson, in his exaggerated pride and self-confidence, was adamant, without any supporting data from NOAA or NASA, that there would absolutely be an Earth-directed impact from the coronal mass ejection from the X2.2 flare, and he stated with the 25% probability of a severe G4 geomagnetic storm. Folks, you do not tell people that unless you're absolutely sure and you can back it up with something. Yesterday, after the NASA website was updated, clearly showing that CME would completely miss Earth, he still used the old imagery and asserted that there would absolutely be an Earth impact. He slightly walked back from the severe G4, saying, well, okay, G3 now. We're lucky if we're going to get a G1. That's it. You don't spread fear telling people there absolutely will be an Earth-directed impact with the possibility of a severe geomagnetic storm that we haven't had in about 6 years. You don't do that to people. Now, again, overinflated egos insist they're right, even when proven wrong. I mentioned that video just in case he may have been right, to let people know there's a possibility because of the effects on the human brain. And to watch out for our loved ones who are predisposed to the effects of solar storms. That's the only reason why I mentioned it. This is the second CME that never happened. And people, guess what? I'm going to tell you right now. There's another filament eruption off of the west limb. That CME data has already been issued. And again, it's going to completely miss Earth. If this is the Earth, the X2 CME went that way. This morning, the filament eruption, it went that way. You shouldn't spread fear throughout the community. Especially from someone who has absolutely no academic standing, period. Interest, passion, dedication, yes. Just like me. I don't jump onto the internet and say, oh, we're going to get hit. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're going to get hit. Yeah, there's a 25% possibility it's going to be a G4 extreme geomagnetic storm. Yep. Now, On his videos, on his disaster videos, he shows one. And again, I don't subscribe to this theory, supposition of a crustal displacement. And on his video, he shows that if this is Canada, and if this is the Rocky Mountain Range, my knuckles, for example, he says that Canada is going to be like this, and that Alaska, northern Canada, Greenland is now going to be at the equatorial region. Now, in answering someone else's questions about, well, is Nunavut going to be okay? And he says, this is about the flood. Yeah, if you can withstand the cold for 10 years, why would it be cold if Canada, Alaska, Greenland, northern Canada, Nunavut, Canada is going to be at the equator? Why? On that same video, now he shows North America doing this. On the same video, he shows Africa. If this is Africa, he shows Africa doing this. How can you have one continent doing this and the other one doing this? Mr. Ben Davidson is adamant, without providing any clarification whatsoever, that there is no ninth planet. There's no planet X. He tells you, and because he tells you, you have to believe him. People ask him sometimes, I read the comments, and he's, no, there's no planet 9, there's no planet X. How can you believe in Revelation and Wormwood if you say there's no ninth planet coming in? The man is full of conjecture and contradictions, and I can go on and on and on and on. I'm not going to. I'm just going to say, when someone puts out a statement that there absolutely will be an Earth impact, CME, and it's going to be way, way, way so bad, right? It could really, really do a lot of damage. And showing you a NASA data that was old and not updated, clearly showing that it was going to completely miss Earth. Why would you do that? Now he has 677,000 subscribers. So what? I got 443, and you know what? After this video, I know I'm going to lose some more subscribers. That's fine. I lost some after my videos in Gene Berry Beards. Did I hurt your feelings again, people? With truth? Anyway, exaggerated pride and self-assurance with an overinflated ego doesn't mean nothing. Well, except for a lot of people, it does, right? It does, because they just flock to him. And they dish out the money. And they dish out the money. And they dish out the money. So that's my CME solar report, folks. We're not even getting a G1 hardly. If you think that we're going to be hit by a G3 strong, don't you think your brains would be feeling it? How are you feeling right now? All right, sort of? Huh? More bullshit.